Oh goodness. Okay, so I'm just gonna encapsulate. I just was talking and didn't forgot to record. And I also have another so this is uh this is Carol. She's another
Hi,
like
Carol.
fairy magical sister. And she's leaving in a little bit to go to Las Vegas to soak up some sun and kind of be out of the weather of Seattle and start the 40 days of so would you mind saying something a little bit about that? Just the so starting November 11th, so the 11/11 portal through December 21st is what we've been hearing, and she just confirmed it. She's like, yeah, I heard for these days. So
between November 11th and December 21st, it's our 40-day period, like the 40 days and 40 nights that is symbolic in the Bible or whatever. And a lot is going to happen, even more than it's already happening. And we are supposed to just hold our light, bring in the violet flame, take in as much sun as you can on your body. Don't use sunscreen. Like, our body needs sun. Our DNA works with light and sound, and it needs us to activate ourselves with a lot of sun. And I'm going to Las Vegas to get that sun and throwing crystals around and different things like that, and dancing. Yeah. Energy release, I dance. Sunshine, activate.
Awesome. Jennifer's here too. Thank you. So
hey, I just have a real quick question about the thought about that 40-day, 40-night.
Yeah.
To me, that sounds like those people in the desert at that time had kind of been abandoned or whatever. So is it kind of a similar thing to that?
Well, we might feel abandoned when we look at what's going on in the external world, because it's going to get crazier than it already is what I'm understanding.
Yeah.
We're going to break
Crazy, like a lot of junk's flying around, stuff, negative things happening. Is that what you mean?
I think the 3D paradigm is going to break down more, like the medical system, the government. There's just going to be a lot of crazy stuff. I don't know personally like what, but
sure.
Say what? They just said be prepared for it and just stay in your light, because we do have to break down our paradigm and rebuild a new one. A lot of things that are no longer serving us, that are, not for the population, that are putting fear in people, that are keeping us slaves, all that stuff. Things they're breaking down systematically. And well, I think now we've broken a lot down, but now the big stuff has to go. So who knows what's going to happen, but stay in your light. That's all we have to do, because that's what we're here for, to hold the space and hold the light.
Yes.
So what I'm hearing is we all need to go down to Mexico.
From the inside out.
Say again?
What I'm hearing is we all need to go down to Mexico and lay on a beach with Sandy.
Probably.
Divine is guiding me.
Party at Sandy's house. Thanks, Carol.
Okay.
Yeah, and the messages that I've been getting has been like release and stay in the light. So I'm actually leading a workshop on the 18th on like how to raise the vibration and stay in alignment, and stay grounded, do whatever we need to do to stay grounded, hydrate, super important to hydrate. And I know I say that, I do not drink enough water. That's my mission, is to like drink more water, drink enough water. And also, like after the spa day on Saturday, like I felt great, but I was also kind of depleted. So also the message I was getting was like, we have to, and I posted some of these in the collective creation group, and I think I've also posted them in JNS tours, is like we have to clear our field several times in a day. Like have to keep clearing, even if you think it's clear, do it again, right? Like, because the AI the AI interference is getting smarter. And it's able to like bypass some of our protective barriers. And I have my soul sister Christine that I was talking about, she got infiltrated in her sleep. So we have to start like let's do something before we go to sleep and we're in the dream state. Like it has to be, and I'm not saying this from a space of fear. I'm saying this from a space of like, okay, we're doing this work. We've agreed. We are these warriors, right? We are these soldiers. And so how to keep us safe so we can continue to do what we do. So anybody have anything in what they heard of what we've said so far that you feel like, okay, this is where our energy should be spent today? I mean, I'm facilitating the call, but I'm certainly not leading it. So, you know, I value and respect all of you that are on the call, and you're like, oh, well, this happened this week. And come to think of it, this happened this week, and maybe this is happening for others, or maybe this is happening in the collective.
I have a couple things coming up. With the hydration, I've started salting my water. So every other bottle, I have 2 32 ounces. They're color coded. This one's my pure, and my blue bottle is salted sea salt, not iodized. Celtic has the highest micronutrient value, so you're also supporting your health as well. But it's absolutely changed so much energetically and physically by alternating salted water. And just in a 32 ounce, like a half a pinch of salt in there, shake it up, and it just changes everything. Otherwise, you're just flushing.
Right.
It helps me to be more grounded, I find.
Thank you for that. Yes, sodium is also, yes.
Yeah, natural sodium.
Yeah.
So any natural salt will do. Celtic has the highest micronutrient value. So if you're gonna go big. And then I have found myself doing my clearing at least 3 times a day. So that's good confirmation.
Yeah.
I just feel like it needs to be done. And so it's done. And I actually had 2 pieces of obsidian show up. I'm curious. So one's at my root and one travels around the house with me. I'm curious. I'm finding pieces of clear quartz that I've had in my collection for ages that are now coated. Have any of you noticed that? Now they're Lemurian. They weren't Lemurian before, they are now.
Wow.
Yeah. And so I'm connected with Deirdre. I don't know if all of you know, or if any of you know Deirdre, it's another guy's crystal enhancements. She made this. I get a lot of stuff with her, and I work with her in energy healing sessions, both of us together. And her sense and Sean's sense, her son, is that their Lemurians are coming back and coating clear quartz that has not yet been coated in order to support us during this time. So you might check your quartz collection and see if
Good
any
to
quartz are
know.
there.
Thank you. Yeah. I didn't notice that, but now I'm gonna go check. I'm like,
Yeah. I'm finding all these, it's like, this was just quartz, but there's tons on there now.
Yeah.
So,
I'm sorry, Gina, what are you seeing on the quartz? What's different about it?
they have these little lines. They're like, it's like teeny tiny lines going across the surface, where before the surfaces were completely clear. And I would try to show you, I'm fairly certain you won't be able to see any of this. Yeah, I doubt very much you'd be able to see. They look like, teeny tiny scratches, but they're lines that are straight going across. And in some places there's so much of it that it looks almost cloudy, but yeah. So that's and they are, Sean says that they are now Lemurian. He can get a sense. I brought one piece that had what I thought. I think it has one little bit of coating, but I was holding, he just walks past, he goes, oh, that's not Lemurian. I don't know if you know Sean, he's just like, tells it like it is. That's not Lemurian. But then other pieces that I have are now that were not.
Yeah. Yeah, Sean does tell it like it is. That's awesome. So that made me think, was there anything else? Sorry.
No, I think that's it.
Okay. So I think I shared with you guys, but maybe not, that for Halloween, I ended up doing a costume that was centered around my crystal ball, because my crystal ball wanted to go be in public, like wanted to go out. And so I had a lot of different people holding it, and there are a couple of little scratches on it now that were never there before. And so that makes me think, I'm like, okay, because I was all like, oh, there's some little scratches. They're very fine. But I'm like, oh, maybe that's was intentional. That there's scratches on them, right? Like it's
Maybe.
now, and the communication from my crystal ball, I was dancing with it. I took it over to Eric's and I was dancing with it maybe like 2 weeks ago. And I got the message, whatever, download, I don't know what you want to call it, but I was like, oh, like this is liquid crystal. And I've had this crystal ball for 35 years or something like that. Like, it's been with me over half of my life. And it's been the representative of liquid crystal in its solid form, till I was ready to work with liquid crystal. And so I've started like scrying in it. I've started like using it. And it was it's on the centerpiece of this like spa party that we had on Sunday. And so there's something about the crystals and like the energy that the crystals contain. Now we all know that, but at this time in life, it's like it's really a huge tool for us. And especially because we all now are connected to liquid crystal and use it as a tool. It's like, okay, maybe this is the entranceway, is like, picking up a particular crystal or having a particular crystal speak to us. Anything else? Anybody else?
Well, I just wanted to add in there that the astrology is confirming what your girlfriend who's at your house right now
Yeah.
stated earlier. Uranus, Taurus and Uranus is like hard times, a lot of changes, a lot of difficult situations for people, a lot of shattered realities for some. Their belief systems are going to have to shift according to what's going on in the reality.
Yeah.
So it could be a lot of up and downs for a lot of people going through personally internal things that maybe we can show a lot of compassion to people because a lot of people are going to be going through the ringer.
Had an ego death in September,
Is-
massive explosion of a relationship, and now I'm divorcing my husband
Wow.
in January. Yeah. So
A lot of that's happening right now. That's just total. It's with the astrology. That's just normal for right now. I mean, it's just fate. It's part of your journey,
Yeah.
You're getting rid of people that don't necessarily share the same beliefs and aren't really willing to go to that next level. So
Right.
we've got to shed sometimes those people and move on to those people that do share our values and beliefs, and they're all changing our values and beliefs at times, so people that we used to connect with really well, maybe they're not going to be on this next part of the journey,
Right.
right.
And-
Exactly.
And what there is to embrace is that some of that might be family.
Yes, definitely
know?
it will.
And I'm also like, what I'm hearing with like those of us that have been consistently doing the work is that there's not even like, it's not going to be work. That sorting process is not going to be work. People the phrase I use is they're either going to vibe up or they're going to vibe out. And that's it. And it takes nothing from us. Like, we don't have to like, and we were even talking about that, like with my current relationship, like this is a relatively new partnership, but I'm going at a way faster speed than he is. And while he's evolved, like I've got work to do. I'm here on a mission, and so I'm not sure that he's going to come along or not. Like, and maybe he's just holding like solid ground for me so that I can like dip in and be solid and be 3D, but also be in a conversation for other dimensions, with someone that understands that I'm like, I gotta go, I'll be back,
Yeah.
So I don't know. I wanted to grab one thing really quickly and share with you guys, and then we'll just, I don't know, we'll just connect in, we'll breathe in, and we'll see what shows up. Hang on one sec.
You know, on a personal note for me, I find it interesting that I have been going nonstop for about 10 months with my day job. And this weekend, it's like the appointments have stopped, the phone calls have stopped. Actually, I got a phone call at the beginning, but I'm like, that's weird because for whatever reason, I don't have to do anything right now. It's
How do you feel?
It's like I can't remember how good that feels to not be fully booked up and, overwhelmed almost, but we'll see what that means.
Well, just know that if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, it won't really feel like work. You'll just be going with the flow, doing it right now, and it won't really feel like it's a burden to you. But if it's something feels like it's the burden, then you might need to reevaluate that. Even if it's a job, it could be something that no longer serves you anymore and you want to shift into something else,
Yeah, no, I'm definitely aware of that. And and I'm open to whatever comes. It's just it's interesting to see what is coming.
Yes.
And it's
And
hard
it
when you
could
don't
come
know.
just bam out of the blue too. And you'll be like, what is this?
Yeah.
So I wanted to introduce you as well. This is Molly. She is an ascended master. Don't be fooled. She's in resting mode. She'll get involved in a minute.
Aw.
I refer to her as the wonder divining dog.
Aw.
And then we took ourselves out to the beach yesterday to be by the water and get a little bit of sun and just kind of be outside, and all three of us pulled this particular card, which is why I'm sharing it with you. One was in this deck, and then I have a new deck, and both Christine and Carol pulled the same card from this other deck, different creators, so it wasn't even like cards from the same person, right? So it is the hunter. Before the dawn of agriculture, we hunted in the forest to feed our kin. The hunter never takes more than what the village needs to survive, often taking only one creature, the good kill. He is a master tracker who knows which path to follow to find success. Rely on your own skills to traverse the thick forest you are in to reach your destination. You need to follow the tracks left by spirit to claim your bounty, which is already prepared and being offered to you. Do not follow the maps drawn by others, as they will not lead you true. Instead, become the map maker. Find your internal compass and use all your senses, including your common sense. Don't settle for the roadkill. It could be poison. Be careful that you do not become the prey of your desires and fantasies. Remember to not want more than you need, so you're not guided by unbridled ambition. It's okay to come home empty-handed. So inside of what we were just talking about of the next 40 days, it's like taking that hunter mindset of like, everything really is provided for us by spirit. We are part of that universe of infinite supply and all needs met to like use all of our senses, especially around discernment. And to I don't know how they worded it, but like to not be overreaching, like not to want more than you need, so you're not guided by unbridled ambition.
Well, in the astrology in that area, it's talking about right now is to like let go of what you think you need and whatever, and look out for the gift that's being presented to you. Because a lot of times people don't see that. They're too busy, like, I want this, I need that, I do this. And sometimes it's right there. And right now in the astrology, I know that's very present, is stop fighting it, let go of all this stuff, and the gift's right there. Just open your eyes and take it, So it could be something along that lines. And a lot of things too is like, as an individual, we all bring our gifts into the collective.
Yes.
And we all have to maintain our special, unique gifts in order to allow the collective to be the best it can be. We all can't be striving to be the same thing, you know? We have to honor each person's uniqueness in the collective.
Right.
And I think people overshadow that sometimes and think we all have to just do the same thing or whatever.
Well, I think that's why I'm so glad you brought that up, because it's why the collective works, because we are a collective. Like,
Exactly.
you know, you guys do stuff I don't. I do stuff you don't.
Mhm.
But I said something to somebody about this. Yeah, I think I was telling you, Carol, that I'm like, it's interesting for me, like some of my gifts, I'm getting some of your gifts. I don't know if that's started to happen for you too, like because we intentionally join our energy twice a week. You know, like I'm starting to have things like when I was doing these tuning forks on people, like it was just really intuitive, and I was like I was energetically seeing where the vibration needed to go and how I needed to deliver it to them, and like what emotions were attached to that, and like and where in the body was like the energy was stuck. Like that's all new territory for me in that way, like completely new territory. So
Yeah, I agree. I think it is, which we talked about that when this group first started, was, you know, we're going to start to enhance all of our gifts, you know,
yeah,
and develop new ones because of the fact that we are connected. And, you know, how can it not share if we're open to it,
right.
you know?
So good.
So I don't know what the message of today is, but maybe pull another card or something and see what.
I can. So I was going to read this other card,
Oh, okay.
which was also pulled yesterday, but I could pull one for today. But Starseed, what lights you up? Starseeds are souls with a double mission: to raise their own consciousness and the consciousness of the planet. They're old souls who have incarnated elsewhere beyond this planet. Many starseeds arrive with a feeling that time is running out and there is something that they came here to do or create or contribute. If you pulled this card, it is to confirm that you are a starseed and you're being encouraged to answer the call, to follow what lights you up. Once awake, most starseed souls find it hard to have meaningless conversations, jobs, and relationships. They innately know there is much more to life and feel that there is something more and get to work. They remain restless until they step into their calling, which is to light up the world with their unique presence. Starseeds are scattered all over the planet, in hospitals and schools, in slums and mansions, on stages and in edit suites, in parks and nightclubs, in taxis and theme parks. Many starseeds spend parts of their lives trying to fit in or in some form of spiritual closet. If you're dimming your light to fit in, it's time that you stop and start embracing the unique light that you came here to share, and treat your time on Earth like a glorious vacation. So I thought, to me, I was like, oh, like it just I felt so gotten.
Yeah, no. And it's funny how it ties into everything we've been just talking about, you know?
Yeah.
So
it is 11:33. So I think that's good timing. I mean, we can see what happens when we're in there, but I'm feeling like this is next layer of like, what haven't we let go? Maybe we go to the grid and see if there's anything being held on to in the grid. If somebody wants to be proxy, we can do it that way. Like, however, I'm open to like, you know, however this looks best, you know, or however this feels best.
who's all on the call? Is it just us?
No,
Like
so it's
four of us or something?
there's Christina, me,
There's 5.
Gina,
Five?
Paul, and you.
Okay.
And Vicky was here very briefly, but she had to hop off.
Okay. Um, Well, I suggest, I like that idea of going in to see if we can let go of more stuff. I also am getting a message like, when you brought up the fact that there's star seeds everywhere,
Mhm.
I felt like we needed to connect, maybe send out another connection to everybody in all these places and
Mhm.
light them back up again. Maybe they're
Mhm.
dulling out or something.
Yeah. Ooh, I just got goosebumps when you said that. So yeah,
So maybe we need to share and reconnect or something.
I love it.
Let's do it.
Does somebody want to talk us into being, talk us in, talk us up, take us up, whatever, however you want to do that? Gina, Paul, Jennifer, Christina, anybody?
Sandy told me she wanted me to the next time,
Okay,
so I guess I should.
so then I guess you're on.
I tend to do what Sandy says. So, allow your eyes to become closed, and let's take a long, slow breath in through the nose, breathing down into our butts in our seats, noticing how supported and safe we feel. And on a long, slow exhale, allow that booty to sink a little deeper into your seat. Long, slow inhale in, placing awareness in the shoulders. And on that long exhale, allow them to sink a little deeper into the earth. Placing awareness in the crown, and long, slow inhale in. On the exhale, allow the crown to yearn a little bit up towards the sky, gently trying to touch the heavens. Returning to natural breath. Either repeat after me silently in your mind's voice or out loud, however you feel called. I call back to me all energy that is my own, that I have scattered across space, time, and dimension. Rejoining my energy field as the frequency of love. I release from me all energy that is not my own, that has been placed or projected on me by others or drawn in by me. I transmute this energy into the frequency of love and return it to its rightful owner.
Yes.
I affirm that I am alone in my power, with only my team and spirit in my energy field. I know who I am. I am the embodiment of all that has come before me. I am the answered prayer of my ancestors. I am love on legs. I am compassion in action.
Mm.
I am moving powerfully forward, divinely supported and divinely aligned. And so it is.
And so it is.
So it is.
So yummy.
So it is.
So while you were saying that, I was tapping on chambers of the heart, awakening the heart, remembering that I am love, I am loved, I am loving, I am love, I am light, I am gratitude, I am spirit, I am source, I am
healed.
I am healed. We invite to join us now in the space, in the grid. Let's just go there. We'll start there. In the grid above the earth. Any angels, archangels, ascended masters, star team, star family associated with us, working with us, connected with us. We especially want to invite now the higher selves, the star family that knows us, to join us in this grid now, wherever you are in the world, interdimensionally. Come be with us now. Going to introduce the frequency. I don't know what frequency it is, but it's really good. So I'm going to breathe it in. Allowing the frequency to go wherever in the physical body, etheric body, it needs to go.
I keep hearing amber.
Can you ask more about that?
Yes.
It's fossilized tree sap, so it's
Right.
from our ancestral trees. And sometimes there's gifts embedded within it.
Okay, so Carol just said that amber is fossilized tree sap, so it is embedded with codes and messages from our ancestors.
Oh, interesting.
I was seeing the trees and the sap when you said amber, that I was like, okay, is it the tree people? Is it the elementals that are?
It's maple syrup, baby.
So part of the message I'm getting of this is like, as the like 3D world as we know it is ending and this new earth is emerging, that there are the codes of rebuilding are in, like the amber, the codes and the messages and the flower of life, right? Like all of
Mhm.
that are the seeds that can be planted to rebuild, but rebuild, like it's not even rebuild, it's like build newly on the shoulders of what has gone before us that has worked.
Yeah.
And at an even more evolved level.
But adding in the codes that we now have, the light, the like the evolution.
Yeah.
Anybody seeing anything? Anybody feeling anything? Are we in the grid? Kind of feeling like we're maybe not all there.
I'm not there yet. I'm in like a red area with some yellow.
Not there yet.
So maybe that's not where we're supposed to be.
I'm feeling like the Starseed message and what we were talking about before, some way we can support the star seeds, and I would add incarnated angelic beings during this time, because we're all feeling a transition perhaps more acutely than others. So how can we support?
Say that
I
again.
think you're right, because I'm being surrounded now, right before you started speaking, by pink and light baby blues. I'm feeling the love of angelic beings. So I think I think we need to connect with everybody and send out that energy, like you're not alone. We're all here. We're all working, keep up the good work. It's like I'm feeling like people are losing their steam and they need just more fuel.
Yes, the effort to keep 5D souls with 5D missions in the 3D is very effective. So we can support each other by reminding.
I'm hearing too, sorry to interrupt, we need to reconnect with the power grid to re-up our power and energy so that we can share it with others who aren't connecting to the grid, or, who maybe don't have that knowledge of how to do so yet. But they have the power within them. They're just not sure of how to use it.
What are your all techniques for connecting to the grid? I'm curious.
I go up the ladder and I go up to God and I sit on his lap, and then I kind of go through him and go up to the grid.
For me, it's about light and about frequency. So I just kind of hop on a network of the grid, like one web, and then I just kind of go around it.
Yeah, it's like something you tap into, I think.
For me, I asked for a visual. I asked for the light beings to show me what the grid looks like.
Yeah.
I listened on the same note as what we're talking about here. I think it was Lori Ladd. I heard 5 minutes of her this morning, and she was talking about all the light workers being unapologetically who you are in your truth, that right now this is that time. And it's kind of like what we're talking, Gina's been talking about it, I think Julie too, and so on. And if we can strengthen that intentions for ourselves and for the other light workers, I think that makes a ton of sense.
Yeah.
And if the grid is the way to do it, then let's do it.
Yeah, but I'm not sure that it is, because it's like none of us were really. I was like, let's meet there, but none of us are there.
I'm getting the infinity symbol connecting through the heart. I'm seeing that going, like me standing on like the grid with the infinity symbol going, and I'm connecting to you all. Like maybe we should all energetically hold hands and connect, and then send the infinity through us all and then expand it out.
Sure, I'm game.
Would that work for everybody?
Yeah, if you wanna lead us in that, Jennifer, it'd be great. I wanted to share one
Alright.
thing really quickly though. So this is from Steve Noble, my main teacher that I've never met. And he posted this yesterday on his group, which is Cosmic Connections. One core trait of starseeds is the feeling that they do not belong in this ascending world. Starseeds feel their true home is elsewhere. You belong to the club of those who do not belong. You are not alone here. So glad you could join me here in this Starseed soiree. And his photo is, you are not alone, you do belong. And it has a planet.
I
And
love that.
so I posted this on the Collective Creation page.
Well, let's use that too, and
so
we'll,
that's right.
we'll share that with everybody as well. That when you don't feel like you belong with us. So hop on board,
Also, I
Okay.
do have a client at noon, so I'll be hopping off in about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right. Let's have everyone just still themselves, reconnect with your inner self, your inner child, your ancestors, and just stay quiet for a moment. Breathe, take a deep breath in. Breathe all that energy in. Take it down through your body, out the soles of your feet, down to the core of the earth, scooping up all that lava, all that magda, all those crystals and energy, bringing it back up through the crust of the earth, through the soles of your feet, up through your knees, your hips, cleansing and clearing all of your chakras as it goes back up your spine, up through your heart, through your crown chakra, out the head, up into the heavens, through the light, the dark, the light, the dark, the light, the dark, into the golden energy that is of the divine. Scoop that energy up, bring it back down with you, and go back through your crown, go back through your heart. Anchor that feeling of God, that golden energy into your heart chakra. Let it flow out through the front of you like a beam of light. There's a trap door on the back of your body that's like a screen door, like any kind of door. Open that, unlatch that door, open that back of your heart up. Visualize that light shooting out the back of your heart too, connecting, making a huge cross, a divine cross of light and love shooting from your crown chakra through your soles of your feet, through the front and back of your heart. Just visualize that for a moment. Let that energy settle inside of you. Take another deep breath in. Release that energy out into the world, harder, stronger, more defiant than before. Trying to push that energy out to our collective group here with us now. Feel the energy surrounding each and every one of us in a large circle. Imagine us holding hands energetically in that circle. Imagine that energy flowing in and out of our hearts, getting stronger and stronger. Visualize the energy flowing out, creating an infinity circle that's going up and around us, through our hearts, out our backs, up and around us, over our hearts, down through our backs. Imagine that infinity symbol of rainbow colors, rainbow iridescent colors, just getting larger and larger, more expansive, reaching everybody that you can think of, all your friends, all your family, everybody in this earth, everybody in the farthest corners of the earth, everything on this earth that's created, that's made of creation, every rock, every blade of grass, every bird in the sky, every cloud, all receiving this internal love and light and happiness and joy and healed I am energy, just flowing through us as a collective, further and further out, reaching everybody that doesn't feel like they belong here, everybody that feels like they belong here. It's reaching everybody, and we are inviting everybody into our circle to accept the light, to accept the love, to accept the healed energy that we're presenting. There's no expectations, there's no demands. It's free. It's for everybody to soak into their souls, into their hearts, into their solar plexus, into their crown chakras, into their roots, into every third eye that is in this planet. Let it permeate every cell inside of us, every cell inside every being and life force that's on this planet. Feel it flowing smoothly in and out, over and over again. You're not fighting it, you're just letting it flow. Flow like the ocean, like the liquid crystal flowing through your body, independently, collectively, as a whole. It's all okay. permeating every cell of your being until all you are is liquid light and love and healed energy. Now expand that crystal love energy all through that infinity symbol, expanding it out further and further and further until everybody feels it. Till everyone can feel the light, the love, the healed energy that is now our collective. Just feel it. Breathe it in and out. Become one with everything around you. Let go of any resistance. Everything you've ever feared is gone now. Every dream you've ever dreamt is yours now. Everyone just take a moment, stay in the space. Do whatever you need to do personally to release or bring in. Don't forget to breathe. Feel the light. Feel the lightness of you. Feel like a balloon floating on the wind, free. Everyone continues sending out the love, the acceptance, the gifts to everybody. Continue inviting anyone in that doesn't feel connected. Let them know they have a place here. They have a home. Let them know there are gifts. They just have to accept them. Is anyone seeing anything or want to add anything or feel free to jump in and Everyone take another deep breath in. Sending all that love, light energy back to your root, back through your crown chakra as you release the energy from your lungs, back through your heart, both ends, just shoot it all out. Release that light and love and energy from you, shooting the last remnants out into the universe, thanking the universe and all the light beings and all the archangels and all the light workers and all the trees and the birds and the rocks and the animals and the energy and the divine ancestors and our inner child and everyone that went on with you this journey with you. Thank them for being here and helping you and guiding you, keeping you safe, keeping you in the place of love and knowledge, innate knowledge that we all have what we need. We all have what we need in this world, and we know that. We are all safe. We are all whole beings right here, right now. We are all God's children. We are all loved. And with that knowledge, we will open our eyes, take another deep breath, let any other tensions go. As you open your eyes and start looking around, knowing that you are love, you are light, you are a child of God, and you have nothing to fear. You are connected to everyone and everything that is like you. You've released everything that is not of your highest and best good. And you are in a place of peace. Thank you. Amen.
Thank you for doing that, Jennifer.
I don't know how to do it all, but
You did great. You did
You didn't
great.
have to
Thank
know
you.
that you just allowed yourself to be an open channel for it to come through. It was amazing to experience that. I was like,
Thank
go, Jennifer, go.
Thank you. I've never done that before, so I just
Not
let
really.
it come out, whatever had to come out.
Well, that's how it's done.
Well, good.
Just let it come out. That was
Thank you
beautiful.
all.
Amazing, amazing. That was
Thank
just,
you all.
that was what we needed, right? So,
Mhm.
Good.
yeah. So now's our snuggle time. Anything like I feel so good right now. I'm like, yeah, this is just
Oh, good.
yeah.
Yeah, like I've been feeling like I've been a little psychically attacked. And like when you said your girlfriend in the dream, I've been waking up with headaches that I think is weird because, I'm not going to bed with headaches and I'm not doing anything while I'm sleeping that, should cause me to get a headache other than maybe sleeping wrong on my neck. So, I'm wondering, I'm going to have to do a little cleansing when I wake up every morning too.
Right.
And
So on
make
both
sure.
ends of it, both ends of
Yeah,
it.
before
So
you go to bed.
I have a transmission that Christine shared with me. It's about 4 hours, and I play it as I go to sleep. There's a couple that I'm like now starting to. I play transmissions and frequencies all damn day, like seriously,
Yeah.
all day. I've got them going, clearing my house, clearing me, clearing
Yeah.
whoever's here, clearing my animals. like I'll do the tuning forks on my cats. I'm like,
Yeah.
everybody gets a tune up.
Yeah, I kirtan a lot. I chant a
Yeah,
lot. And that always helps bring me into my right, spiritual level, balances me out, removes any negativity, puts me in a direct line, I feel like, with the higher source, because like it seems like anything on me just can't stay with me when I'm in that vibration.
Right.
So that's what I usually do. I usually will start kirtan chanting, and then whatever is attached to me will be like, I gotta go. Unless it's really nasty, and then it will like Dig
then
in there a little bit.
right. And it's like, I'm not leaving.
Exactly. It'll just tune me out.
Um,
No, but
so
I think the connections that we admitted, I hope that, when we're walking through our day to day, I really pray that, everyone we come in contact with will look at us a little bit with, some lightness and some like, do I know that person? Because we'll give off a vibe that will make them feel like we're safe. We're people that they can be safe with, and we're not judging them. We're not trying to control them. We're just allowing them to be in their authentic self when they're near us in our energy, whether we talk to them or not, just as we're out doing our everyday whatevers, that I hope that we all give off a vibe that just allows others around us to feel a weird connection to us that they don't understand why they have it. That, I hope we have the intent of when we leave our homes or when we do our daily tasks from this point forward, that we'll always try and be that light for others.
mhm.
We'll let them see our souls, and therefore they can feel safe in showing their souls. And if they're nasty souls, then of course they'll get removed from our energy field or whatever, or they're not ready, they won't be part of that. But hopefully we can then connect with more people and start to, in a weird way, show people or let people see within themselves that, hey, I do fit in. I do belong here. I don't know why I'm feeling that way, but just for some reason, I feel like I belong.
Mm, that's awesome.
That's
Thank
my
you.
suggestion.
I have, well, I know Paul started to share, there was something from Landmark where I do courses, personal growth and transformational courses. And it was a listening where we would take it on that you would listen for the gold in people.
Hmm.
And people showed up that way. We know that it's like whatever filter we're engaging with in our world, however, like where our thoughts go, where our attention goes,
Yeah.
energy flows, right? So if our thoughts and attention are, people are magical and like looking for the gold in people, and and
Yeah.
and thought that next level when you were just talking of like looking for the golden light in people.
Yeah. That's actually my mom's license plate, Golden Light.
Oh, I love it. And
Yeah.
so,
And I think you're right on that,
yeah.
it's sparking their inner light by them witnessing our inner light.
Mhm.
I think.
Mm.
And I used to take Landmark Forum as well. I know a lot of those. And one of the things that was really powerful for me is doing that staring at each other.
Mhm. The be with. Mhm.
And that I was really good at that, apparently. I made everyone bawl. Everyone like told me their whole life stories. And I've
Yeah.
noticed that when I go through healing and I'm in a really good place with myself, that I do admit that I look people in the eyes with a lot of compassion and intent, and it really either puts people at ease or it makes them very uncomfortable.
Mhm.
But people like it in a weird way, because they finally feel like someone's looking at them, I think. And I feel like if we could do that more for people, it would really radiate out into more of the collective, because they'll be like, why do I feel that way when I'm around this person? Or that person could see me. They saw me, even though I don't know who that person is, they actually saw me, and that's the first time I bet a lot of people will ever be felt like they've ever been seen.
Right.
Because I think that's a real problem.
Especially right now
Yeah.
when all you have is this with people.
exactly.
and people are in their phones and they're in whatever, like.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
I know how powerful it is when I see other people who've never felt seen before.
mhm.
And maybe we can take that and do that for other people, is really try and make the intent that we really show people, or we really see people, even if we don't know them and we're just in line at Ralph's, you
Right.
know, and we're like at the grocery store and we're like, really try and like let the person next to you know that they're seen or something with eye contact, even if you have to, you know?
It's that simple, like just to make eye contact with someone.
Yeah.
Doesn't
And
have to
there's
be
a way
long
you can
even,
smile with your eyes
for sure.
that, you know, if people can learn how to do that and just release their own walls to where you feel safe enough to look into someone else's eyes, then I think maybe that could be a very powerful tool for us just as a small collective to start working on and using as like a, an experiment to see if we can connect with more people this week and maybe have some lives changed in some small ways. You know, maybe we won't hear about it, but maybe we will. Maybe one of our friends will be like, you know, the other day I just really felt loved by you and I don't know why. I just really did. And you know, maybe we could start doing that because that's a physical thing we could start practicing now that may help the collective.
May help the
Because
tradition, yeah,
we are all in
so
our own little world.
we
Mhm.
are.
Yeah. You
And
know?
we're in one big world at the same time.
But like
I
you
wanna,
say, with all the
I would
math.
just wanna like, Paul was gonna share and then.
Oh yeah.
So
Sorry,
I just
Paul.
make sure, you may not even remember what you were gonna say.
Actually, it was more of a question. I think
Yeah.
somebody brought up the patch earlier in the call. And I kind of, you know how we did that muscle or that
Oh,
patch
right, the
removal?
flap,
The
yeah, yeah.
flap,
Oh
the
yeah.
flap.
Mhm.
And I was getting that somebody still had, and I don't know, maybe is it Christina, did you have it removed or not removed?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I
But
feel,
I remember
because I
the
feel
last
like,
time, we had a session, we were doing the meditation with regarding to the flap. I did, oh, actually, Jules, you were doing something behind the neck and I did feel a tingling sensation. I don't know if that's removing or something, but I did feel something around my neck.
I'm pretty sure Shannon guided that last time.
Yeah,
She guided.
okay.
Oh, I thought, oh, okay. I thought
Yeah.
you did last, you were doing something
Maybe.
with your tuning fork or something. I don't know. You were doing something
Today?
That was your job to do our, no,
Oh. Right,
last call.
yeah, I
Yeah.
was sending light and healing and
Yeah.
all
But
that.
I don't know if it's removing or it's healing.
It was, well, it was, yeah, the intention was to remove and then to heal or replace with light or something, you know.
Are you
And I
talking
just,
about opening the back of the heart?
No,
no, there
No.
was
I was
actually
talking about
something
the neck.
that was placed on the back of human beings' neck. It was kind of a like a malware kind of thing that was not good for any one of us, and it had to be removed from everybody, you know, from the collective. Um, anyways, and then also, Jennifer, you don't mind me asking, do you do light or energy work as a full-time or part-time or not at all? Or I'm just kind of curious what you do.
Well, I am a theta healer through Shannon Leischner on this call. I've taken the advanced training through her. I'm a third level Reiki healer and I'm a astrologer. So I'm just learning my gifts and how to use them all. So I'm not like an expert at anything, but I feel like I feel like I can channel and I feel like I can talk to dead people a lot and you know, I can see things. I have dreams where I astro travel, but I shut it all down in my 20s because I thought it was too interfering with my life, my 3D world. And so I just am recently starting about maybe 4 years ago, started to ask for it to come back and trying to reopen myself up.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
So,
no, just curious.
no,
I'm
I'm
gonna-
not like,
I'll be right back. Somebody's ringing my door.
Okay,
okay,
we're gonna hop off here shortly, so.
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm not an expert at anything. I'm just learning. I'm just trying to develop my skills.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's like myself as well, you know, it's like I've been doing my other full-time. I'm just kind of curious where different ones are at. And Julie, do you do full-time healing work, or do you have another job as well, or?
Well, it's become full-time because I, with my background is in event management and marketing. And I'm also a mobile event DJ. So all of that stuff went away last year
Right.
with COVID. But I actually have I'm DJing a party on the 20th, first DJ event I've done in 2 years, like that is paid. I've done some other stuff that was just, free for me to play a party and play music and around people. And I still do some marketing occasionally, but not much. Mainly because it's a whole vaccine mask situation, and I'm like, I just don't even want to be in that energy. So that's predominantly what I do is energy work, readings, like mostly readings.
Mhm.
But that's changing, like just doing the readings. And then I'm also taking on this fulvic fulvic mud as a business, because it's just incredible product. And it's been really cool how people have just very organically kind of been drawn to me, and they're like, they see it. Like I've been in multi-level marketing companies before. I have a marketing background, right? So it's very natural for me to do that, but I haven't really found a product that I could run with like this, where it's just really
Is
organic.
it mud? Like mud?
It is, but not not
It's a
just
powder, right? You
the
mix it with,
powder. Yeah.
does it, you know what, Sandy gave me a bag of that about a month ago. And it takes about 20 minutes for it to mix with the water. And then it's kind of the one that I got is probably different than what you got. She
Yeah.
had gotten it at some holistic fair in South Dakota or something. But because I have a hand that shakes, and she
Right.
thought that would help, but that's more to do with my nerves up in my shoulder, so I'm told. But after taking it for a week, I did it for a week straight, and I know I'm muscle testing. Yes, my body wants it, but at the same time, I'm just like, this tastes like dirt. I mean, it literally tastes like dirt.
I'll send you some, Paul, because it's not the same. It doesn't taste nasty. It's not like that. And it's yeah, it could potentially help with like nerves. Like part of what it does is like cell regeneration. I mean, it to me, it's like everything, right? Like whatever's
Yeah.
going on, like it could assist with that. I'm most excited about the whole menopause thing, but I'm really excited also about detoxing and removal of like parasites, because I know I've got them, and we all have nanobots, like
I drink clay,
mhm,
and that I do that to get rid of any toxins and stuff.
yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah, I
Does it
like the
taste good?
clay. I like the clay. I think it tastes good.
So
But that's me. It tastes like
Yeah.
dirt. I like the taste of it though.
so this doesn't taste like dirt. And it has multi-purposes, and you could even put it on your hand, you could even put it on your shoulder, yeah, there's something about that, like I should talk to you more about that, like the nerves, because it's really interesting. I got a message yesterday because I've had something with my shoulder here, my left arm, and it's almost like a knot, and it's like nothing. My housemate is a Reiki master and massage therapist, and he's been working on it consistently, and it has not gone away. And I'm like, that's a fucking implant. So I'm gonna go at it today with some frequencies and dissolve that shit. But
Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
yeah,
Ooh,
yeah,
interesting.
it's like a little bump. I'm like, ooh.
Get it out, take it out, like carve it out. I want to see
Or
it.
get an X-ray and get the surgeon to take it out.
Yeah,
No,
put it on YouTube. It'll be awesome.
Totally.
I'm not
I
doing
wanna
any
see
of
it.
that. I'm gonna do some soul surgery and some psychic surgery and have it be gone.
I would cut that sucker out and have it all over YouTube and be like, look what I just took out of my body.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
yeah, you'll get a lot of viewers.
Well, that's quite frankly, so if I'm gonna be graphic about it, like there's a whole group that are people that are on this black oxygen organics, this fulvic hulmic mud, is that stuff that's coming out of their skin and it's coming out in their excrement. And you see the fucking parasites and nanobots and like hydrobots and like it's insane.
Did you put any information up on our page?
I didn't because yeah, I didn't because I'm being very like I don't want to
Can you send me some information
yeah,
privately? Okay.
yeah.
Because I'm curious about it. I am all
Yeah.
for detoxing all that crap out.
And it is multifunctional. Like you can use it to do a tongue mask and like clear the bacteria from your tongue. You can, it's also, I've been very, for probably the last like, I don't know, 15 years or so, I've been very much about supplementing nutrition, like nutrients and protein, because our body can't, even if it was a full-time job, even if that's all we had to do all day was eat what our body needed, we would not be able to do that because of what's available to us right now. Like the soil is depleted, like all of that, right? Even if you grew your own, like maybe you'd be closer if you grew all of the you only ate what you grew,
Yeah.
maybe. But that's part of what I was excited about with this product as well, is like that I've stopped taking other stuff. Like I still do some juices to complement it and some greens to complement it. But anyway.
Hey guys, I gotta hop off.
Yeah,
Good to
yeah.
see you all.
Thank you for joining today, Paul. It was really nice to see you in the
Good to
afternoon.
see you. Yeah, okay.
Bye.
I'll be there Thursday night though. I'll see you
Okay,
then.
great. Well, so
Thank
it's
you.
at 6:30 this week. I'll send a reminder, but it's 6:30.
Okay, great.
Perfect. Thank you.
Awesome.
All right. Bye now.
Thanks, guys.
Have a blessed day.
You too, you guys.
Bye.
Just send me that info, okay?
I will, for
Bye-bye.
sure.
All right. Have
Ciao.
everyone. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Thanks
You
for
too.
leading that today, Jennifer. You did awesome.
You're welcome, y'all. Thanks for letting me lead it. It was good for me.
Yes, indeed. Ciao.
All right.
Bye.
Have fun. Bye.
Bye.